Hello and welcome. Today we are gonna work on hanger bracket. We are gonna use these dimensions and we have existing geometry, which is this one. When we complete it, we should have this object. Okay, let's begin. The first thing we need to make a copy of this part so we can edit it. So I'm gonna just hanger bracket copy. Now I can edit this object. So let's check first workspace units. So make sure that's millimeter, degree, gram. If it is not, replace them to millimeter, gram, and degree. And make sure the display decimals is going to be 2 decimal point. Okay, I'm gonna start the work from the top view. So I'm gonna click the sketch, top view, and I'm gonna click the sketch. And then I'm gonna click the N button on the keyboard so I can work on the top view. The top view is gonna be faced towards to me. So I'm gonna use the 3-point arc first, starting with the 3-point arc. And the dimensions, all the dimensions, I'm gonna get them from here for the information. Okay, so the radius of this arc is supposed to be 12 millimeter. I'm gonna use the line tool and I'm going to draw lines. I want them to touch here, but it's not touching exactly, so I'm gonna use some constraints for that. Okay, now the dimension of here, it's supposed to be 18 millimeter. And I want these two lines equal to each other, so I'm gonna use equal constraint. So I'm gonna click here and here. They're equal now. And the length from here, I'm gonna click the dimension tool. Length from here to this end is supposed to be 73 millimeter. And I want this part supposed to be touching here, so I'm gonna use coincident constraint. So I'm gonna just zoom in, I'm gonna click this line, and I'm going to click this line. So now it is touching. Zoom out. Okay, now these two part that touching each other, it's too sharp, so we need to use the fillet tool. I'm gonna use this fillet on the sketch. So if you don't have this part, so you can click the Shift F, or you can check it from the search tool. You just need to type it, fillet, and you will see the sketch fillet here. I'm gonna click the dots here. That's the number 1. That's the number 2, and the left click. It's supposed to be 7.5 millimeter. Click the escape, and I want them to be seen actually here. So bottom. Okay, this part also is done. Now I want this line to horizontal with this center, so I'm gonna use horizontal constraint. I'm gonna click the horizontal, click the here and here. Okay, it's better. Now the last dimension, distance from here to here, it's supposed to be 11 millimeter. Okay, now it is fully constrained. So I'm gonna click the end sketch, and I'm going to click the extrude, and I'm gonna choose this geometry, and I'm going to click remove. And I need to, instead of blind, I need to choose through all and say okay. So the first part is completed. When I click isometric, okay, it looks great. Now I can still work on the top view, so I'm going to click the top, left click, and I can click the sketch. So it's going to be sketch 3. Either you can click the N button or you can click the top on the cube. So the sketch will face towards to you. So I just move here. So to be able to make a hole, you need to use first point. I'm going to click the point and I want them to horizontal with this line. Okay, now, and I need to dimension it. So the dimension tool. So distance from the hole to end is supposed to be 109. Now end sketch. Now click the hole tool and I need to choose this line. Okay, since I made the object earlier, so therefore all the style and the size standard is here. Okay, and the depth also here 20 millimeter. So if it is different with you, like a simple probably with you, then you just need to change it to supposed to be counter bore, and you can get all the information from here. Counter bore, ANSI inch clearance 8, the size is 8, and condition blind and 20 millimeter depth. Okay, so counter bore 8, these are automatically will come out, and the depth is going to be 20 millimeter, and it's supposed to be blind, and click OK. So the hole is completed now. Now I need to remove the two hole from here, from this view. So I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna click the N button, and of course I need to click the sketch to be able to work on this part. Okay, now I'm gonna click the center point circle. I need to draw two circles here. I'll add the dimensions later. Now let's use the dimension tool. So the size of the circles, this is going to be 12. The diameter is going to be 12. And for this one, diameter will be 14. Now distance from here to here, it's supposed to be 18 millimeter. This is from here to here, it's supposed to be 50 millimeter. Now the height of this small circle is supposed to be 14 millimeter, and height of this larger circle is supposed to be 18 millimeter. Now it is completed because the color also turns to black. It means the sketch is fully constrained. So I'm going to click the finish sketch, and then I'm going to click the extrude, and I will choose these two entities, and I'm going to remove. Instead of blind, I'm going to choose through all and click OK. Now it is completed. Isometric view. So we have these two parts removed. Also is here. We can easily see them. Alright, now we have almost finished the last part. We need to use the fillet, and these sharp edges we need to fillet them. So I'm gonna zoom in, gonna click this, the first one, second, third, and fourth, and the fillet amount is going to be 7.5 millimeter, and say OK. I'm gonna click the isometric again. Alright, it's look a lot better now. So we have the fillet, We remove the two circle part. We have the hole on the top. So half of the object is completed and the other half is exactly the same. So therefore we are gonna just mirror it. So I'm gonna use the mirror, click the mirror, and you can either choose part from here or you can just click here. It will choose the part and you just need to choose the mirror plane. I'm gonna click the mirror plane and I'm gonna click this end. All right, now it is completed. So I just need to say okay. Now we have completed part. Now we just need to assign a material for this object. We can assign the material from here. Right click, assign material, and we are supposed to assign copper. So I'm gonna click here and the copper. Second one more time. Copper. Okay. Now it is completed. We assign the material copper. The shape is completed. Let's check our work. So we are gonna click the display mesh properties, and we just need to click the part. And if you see the mass is 2572.02 grams, it means it is completed. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.